Well, let's get a flight going here. I'm kind of deep diving more than I wanted to because you just seem to be really interested. So
Sorry.
it's fun. It's fun to go in the nuances
Sorry.
here, but no, it's good. It's good. So here we are at Morristown. We are using live Sirius XM weather just for kicks and grins. But I'm gonna go through initialization, right?
Okay.
So I'll have them both up on both sides here. Initialization is the third button when you are in the initialization phase. When you are in flight, this becomes our perf VNAV. So this is where you'd go to find perf VNAV
okay.
stuff.
Great.
So in Collins, you'll probably remember the must enter fields are like little rectangles, right? So you know if you have to enter it or not. We use this icon here in the top left corner, so all 4 of these tabs have something required. And right now that says bypass init. It says, hey, screw it, I just want to go fly. This will turn to accept init once all of these fields have been satisfied. So the must enter fields are validated. So in our setup page, it basically needs 2 things. It needs a flight plan,
All right.
and it needs a cruise altitude. So I'm going to actually let's enter the full flight plan. I'll put the word
Okay.
destination in, but let's go ahead and touch. So any of these fields are touchable, right?
Right.
So let's
so
go
if I
ahead.
want to go fly, I just hit that, right?
You can just touch that.
Okay, but that will do it as well.
That
you get
actually
a flight
shows you the
plan.
plan. So it's all the performance data.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so now when you have this up, now you would get the map, end-to-end map.
Up there so you can watch it if
It's
you see.
very
Oh, I see what
context.
you mean.
Yeah.
Right. So when you're putting it on the secondary display and through here, then that's the selection to show
Yep.
on the primary display.
Correct. And this gives you
PDU.
end-to-end, this is going to be, I would say this map is very ownership specific, right?
Mm-hmm.
This map is very flight plan centric. So
Okay.
really looking at the flight plan A to B with you when you select that button there.
Okay.
So let's add some en route waypoints.
All right, you get some?
I do. Let's go to Breezy, Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Zulu, Yankee.
Yeah.
Let's back up.
Oops,
Bravo,
Breezy, sorry.
Romeo.
B-R-E-Z-Y, right?
Yep.
That's the one?
Now, pause there.
Okay.
We have this route entry keyboards that allows you to continue your route. So basically it's a lot like Fusion. But instead of I think this is a little more intuitive because you can just press this route button here and it's going to allow you to say adding after Breezy. So the flight plan now knows you've added Breezy, it's in there, and it says what do you want next? Well, what we want next is Victor 39. And then once again pressing that little star lets us continue the edit. Now it says adding exit for Breezy on Victor 39, and that'll be Charlie Mike Kilo.
Okay. But it doesn't give you a list of the exits.
Hit route one more time. So if you were to have entered an exit point that wasn't on there, or you wanted to know what it was, you can use our airway selection, and that exit point, you have to click that,
And then it
you'll
shows you
see
the
all of the
exits.
exit points.
Can you do it also back here before the CMK?
You can. This really route is made to really work with a dispatch release, but let's just do that. If we go back, let's just go.
Victor 39.
Let's
Okay,
go
get
enter.
Breezy.
So let me go now. Let's do Breezy. Sorry,
All
go
right,
ahead and
Breezy.
yeah.
All
Now
right.
hit enter. I'm going to show you the other way of doing this. So tap on Breezy,
Okay.
hit load airway, bottom right corner. Victor 39. Where do you want to get off at? So if you know where you want to get off at, it's almost faster to type it straight through. Now you're back to that same window we just saw. So
Then it
now you
comes
can
back
see
there.
that Victor 39.
Okay, now I want to come back to the keyboard that we had,
So we would just hit the add waypoint or route.
and then it comes back there after CMK.
Yeah. So typically what we've seen is pilots just enter their dispatch release just straight through.
So if I want to insert before, just did load after. If I wanted to insert before,
Okay.
would I touch that at the CMK and then
Yeah,
insert
you can go back and
before
look
if
at
I
that.
wanted to?
Sure.
And
So
then
we've
I
added
could
2
insert
arrows.
before,
Yeah. So
right?
one says before this waypoint, one says after this
Yeah,
waypoint.
that's clever with the arrows. I like the arrows.
We have added arrows to this menu we didn't have those arrows previously. I think we already have that in there. You don't have to add that
No, I
again.
just want to see what I can do.
Oh, okay.
Then if I want to go that or different airway,
Mhm.
and then if I want to continue with that and go down, it would pick that as well.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay, insert
cool.
after. We need to do one more waypoint. So you can do the insert after
Got
there.
it.
And then we're going to do merit, M-E-R-I-T. And then enter. Perfect. So that's our basic flight plan. And now we want to get the arrival in.
Now, if I want to see that whole flight plan, do I zoom here?
So
Range?
what I like to do is just turn that guy off and on again. Because when on initial press, you'll get the end-to-end. So there's your whole flight plan. Now you have these buttons. You'll see down here,
out.
you've got KMU to Boston with little
Right.
arrows left and right. If you were to start pressing these, it'll start going through those
It'll
waypoints.
progress to the next waypoint.
And it shows the from to next,
Mm-hmm.
right? From to next. So it gives you situation awareness of how long these
Not only
legs
that,
are.
it tells shows it down here on the secondary display unit STU.
Yeah. All right, let's hit the proc button there by Boston.
Okay, what procedure are we gonna do?
So we're going to hit the arrival button there.
All right.
And once again, yep, you saw the view at the top. If you wanted to see all the arrivals into Boston, if you go back one, sorry, you press that linked view again. I'm pressing it a lot more than we normally would, but I want to show you the linked view. Go back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which view?
So these views next to the hamburger.
Oh, I
menu?
see. And hit that one.
Yes.
There you
So
go.
now you're going to get a linked view. of all
Oh,
the
I see.
arrivals
That's the
into
link
Boston.
view when we were showing before.
Yeah.
We were showing the options.
Yeah. So we've got wounds, we've got Roebuck, we've got the OWR-7.
But typically they're gonna
Ocean's
assign that
5.
to- you can sometimes select it. Depends
Exactly,
on
exactly.
capabilities
If
of it.
you're like getting way ahead of the airplane, you know, and or in this case we happen to know, but you can definitely just kind of get a heads up of like, hey
That's what I
there.
usually do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're actually going to do the Roebuck 3 today.
Okay.
It has some good constraints in it, and then
Great.
merit,
For
right?
merit.
Exactly. You knew
Mhm.
that one's coming. All right, new runway selector here.
Okay.
So we are giving you now the wind components and the runway lengths and distances. So a little heads up, like what runway
Oh,
might
that's
we
nice.
get?
That's really nice.
You can kind of think through it. Like we might get 4 left, 4 right. Now I know
Okay.
Boston typically is going to be a 4 left for our size aircraft. So
Mhm. Okay.
yeah,
So 4 left.
Just stick 4 left.
And that went. Looks like we have
Winds
nice.
are good. Yeah. So now you can see it just drew
Okay.
all that in. We have a manual sequence leg, then it heads us over to runway 4. Cool. We can load that.
Amazing.
And then it puts that menu away, puts it right back to our own ship. And this is our kind of our default map, you know, set at 50 miles or whatever it might be.
And then again, if I turn that on and off, whichever, I can look at
It goes
there.
end to end.
Amazing.
Cool. So we can go back to a knit.
Okay. Now, if I want to move this, can I move this?
Absolutely, feel free. Feel free to move it around, feel the speed of it. We talked about 2 times the processing speed. We can show that we show our METAR flags here. So we have adjusted the colors to match radar returns and typically NOAA style weather. So green is now good, blue is now getting to be marginal, red is
Thank you.
bad, and then purple is really bad.
Thank you for doing
So
that.
it matches the radar now.
That makes sense.
That's nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Because that didn't always match.
Yeah, it used to be blue was good.
Yeah, I'm going like
Blue skies, that was the philosophy, but really it's to match radar.
Yeah.
And the blue is obviously not in the radar spectrum, but you kind of see the greens, the yellows, the reds. All right, so we
Nice.
wanted to
Yeah, I
have
like
some sort of
that.
combination.
Okay.
So you know this guy, and you can actually touch it, hit the METAR flag, and see like, oh look, why are they broken 800, right? So that's why they're not so good out there.